Welcome to MCQ Master Quiz. Today we'll know the current affairs of MCQs of 2nd July 2026. First question. The PM Street Vendor Atmanirbhar Nidhi Micro Credit Scheme completed how many years of operations? Answer 6 years. Option C 6 years. Launched in 2020 by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs to empower informal urban street vendors with collateral-free loans. The scheme crossed its 6 years milestone. Which state was officially declared a fully literate state in mid 2026 under the Ministry of Educational flagship Ullas initiative? Correct answer option B Sikkim. Sikkim became the fifth Indian state overall and the third in the Northeast region to achieve 100% literacy status under the Understanding Lifelong Learning for All in Societies program. The Supreme Court directed the time bound eviction of encroachments from which crucially sensitive ecological landscape. Answer Agastyamalai ecological landscape. The Supreme Court ordered Tamil Nadu and Kerala authorities to immediately clear unauthorized encroachments inside the protected area of the cross-border Agastyamalai biosphere. Fourth question. Which ministry implements the newly scrutinized on-screen marking system for board evaluation that marked a high-profile structural shake-up in June 2026? Answer Ministry of Educational through CBSE. Following massive administrative and cyber disruption rules over the digital on-screen marking platform, the government transferred top CBSE officials and launched a formal procurement inquiry. Fifth question. Draupadi Murmu presented the prestigious President's Police Color Award to which police force of which state in June 2026? Correct answer Sikkim Police. The Sikkim Police received the ultimate institutional honor at Flauser Stadium, Gangtok, recognizing decades of outstanding community service and maintaining public order. Who was sworn in as the Chief Minister of Karnataka in a low-key ceremony following regional shifts? Correct answer D.K. Shivkumar. Senior leader D.K. Shivkumar officially assumed the office of Chief Minister of Karnataka following the localized internal structural updates within the state assembly. Seventh question. What is the name of the 200 crore research to deployment platform launched by India to validate and deploy high impact water technological solutions? Answer Maha Water Mission. The mission was advancement in high impact areas. Water Mission was launched to systematically fast track fundamental hydrologic lab research in widespread rural field deployment. Eighth question. Project Udayak, which was highlighted for constructing infrastructure over challenging terrains, belong to which organization? Answer Border Road Organization. Project Udayak is specially territorial wing of the BRO that manages more than 1,457 kilometers of strategic high altitude road infrastructure in the northeast border areas. The National Family Health Survey report released in June 2026 revealed that internet usage among Indian women has grown to what percentage? Answer 64.3%. The fresh NFHS 6 demographic data highlights a strike rise in female digital connectivity soaring from 33.3% in NFHS 5 to 64.3%, significantly bringing the gender digital divide. 10th question. According to the NFHS 6 data, full immunization coverage among children aged 12 to 23 months in India climbed to which level? Answer 87.1%. India's overall childhood immunization outreach climbed to 87.1%, heavily bolstered by public health centers, which manage over 95% of the total vacancy delivered load. Section 2. International relations of and bilateral pacts. Question 11. India operationalized a landmark comprehensive economic partnership agreement with which Middle Eastern country on June 1, 2026? Answer Oman. The Indian Oman CEPA officially entered into force, opening an immediate duty-free market access to 99.38% of Indian export items by value. 12th question. Under the newly enforced India-Oman CEPA, pharmaceuticals approved by global regulators like the US FDA will receive Omani market clearance within how many years? 90 days. To boost medical trade, the Impact installs a fast-track mechanism granting regulatory clearance within 90 days of premier globally approved Indian drugs, avoiding duplicative test steps. 13th question. Which tri-junction area remains a primary focus of the 1,850 kilometers long border dispute resolution talks revived between India and Nepal? Answer. Kalapani Limpiadura Lipulek. Strategic bilateral diplomatic reviews focused heavily on solving territorial friction over the 35 square kilometer western tri-junction zone overlooking the Indo-China corridor. 14th question. What is the name of the humanitarian emergency mission launched by India to assist earthquake hit Venezuela? Answer. Operation Amisat. India deployed IAFC-17 Globemaster aircraft packed with heavy medical supplies, specialized rescue gear and field teams under Operation Amistad to aid Venezuela. 15th question. The G7 nation gathered for their 52nd annual Global Summit under the presidency of which host country? Answer. France. France hosted the 52nd G7 Summit, bringing together world leaders to deliberate on structural global trade imbalance, anti-organized crime networks, and climate relief. 16th question. What is the name of the landmark US-Iran intermediate peace memorandum mediated by Pakistan on sidelines of 2026 G7 Summit? Answer. Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding. The 14th point of Islamabad MoU initiated a 60-day cool-off window halting active proxy regional conflicts and ordering Iran to downblend highly enriched uranium under IAEA watch. 17th question. Which European nation conferred its highest state honor, the Order of the White Double Cross, first class upon PM Narendra Modi? Answer. Slovakia. Slovakia bestowed its ultimate civilian state honor on the Indian Prime Minister to mark deep bilateral diplomatic ties and expanding trade partnership. 18th question. PM Narendra Modi received the Guardian of the Blue Horizon distinction from which highland nation for marine environmental leadership? Answer. Seychelles. Seychelles honored India's leadership contribution towards reinforcing sustainable ocean-based blue economics and maritime eco-conservation. 19th question. Which country suppressed India in May-June 2026 to temporarily climb the spot of the world's fifth largest stock market by valuation? Answer. Taiwan. Propelled by an astronomical boom in advanced AI semiconductor stock values and tech sector gains, Taiwan briefly edged out India on global market charts. 28th question. Recently, who took oath for a historic fourth term as the Prime Minister of Slovenia? Answer. James Jansa. Veteran conservative politician James Jansa successfully consolidated coalition mandates to return as Slovenia Prime Minister for a fourth time. India's 21st question. India signed a massive USD 629 million export agreement to supply BrahMos cruise missiles to which nation? Answer. Vietnam. Officially finalized at the Shangri-La Dialogue in Singapore, Vietnam became the second international buyer of the supersonic BrahMos weapon system after the Philippines. 22 question. What is the name of the first ever multilateral military exercise involving 30 nations hosted by India at Umroi, Meghalaya? Answer. Exercise Pragati 2026. Pragati 2026 was a landmark counter-insurgency exercise aimed at improving interoperability among armies from South Asia, Southeast Asia, and Pacific Island nations. 23 question. Under the AUKUS Alliance Pillar 2, which nations jointly launched a newly uncrewed undersea drone program? Answer. US, UK, Australia. The AUKUS partners expanded their security cooperation into advanced undersea domain dominance by launching co-development models for uncrewed undersea vehicles. 24th question. Which new generation fast patrol vessel was built by Goa Shipyard and commissioned into the Indian Coast Guard fleet? Answer. ICGS Akshay. ICGS Akshay was commissioned in Goa, custom engineered to execute multi-mission operations like coastal surveillance, search and rescue, and anti-smuggling drives. 25th question. Which Project 17A steel frigate armed with BrahMos missiles was among the three indigenously built naval platforms commissioned? Answer: INS Dunagiri. Designed by the Warship Design Bureau and constructed by the RSC, the Advanced Battle Freighter INS Dunagiri was formally inducted into naval service. 26th question. What is the name of the first indigenous air fusion vehicle inducted into the Indian Coastal Guard? Answer: H51 561, formerly built by Kowloon and Company. H561 is the first of six highly maneuverable indigenous hovercrafts planned to patrol Solent, Riverine, and Mersey coastal fortresses. 27th question. The Indian Air Force collaborated with which initiation to build a cutting-edge predictive maintenance framework for its Su-30 MKI fighter flight? Answer: IIT Bombay. The Joint AI Drive Aerospace Engineering Initiative builds predictive models to trace structural fatigue and reduce technical grounding timings for Su-30 MKI jets. 28th question. Which home-ground supersonic anti-radiation missile system was successfully tested fired by DRDO in early June 2026 to destroy hostile radars? Answer: Rudra M2. Rudra M2 is a solid-fueled air-to-surface anti-radiation missile engineered to home in on and suppress enemy air defense radar network and signal assets. 29th question. The Indian Navy participated in RIM PAC 2026, the world's largest maritime exercise. Where is it hosted? Answer: Hawaii Highlands. RIM PAC brings together over 30 countries and 30,000 personnel around Hawaii to reinforce safe navigation across open Indo-Pacific maritime channels. 38th question. Which specialized survey vessel built for deep water hydrographic ocean mapping was commissioned into the Indian Navy in June 2026? Answer: INS Sanchodhak. INS Sanchodhak Joint Activity Service to conduct extensive underwater hydrographic data collected and mapped naval battle environment. Thank you.